Hello. Hello, I'm back. Hello, busy people. Nice to meet you, busy people. I'm Jamie from Tradespotting. We're going to take a quick look around at GME and AMC for the busy apes. So, let's zoom in. Sorry, I've not had time to prepare because I've been fighting the fires here briefly. Let me just double check something. Well, this is it. This is an inflection point. 15650 looks about to be the middle of this downward sloping wedge, which we tested the top of recently, and it looks like we could go back up towards the top of it towards market close. So obviously, we could also go down towards the bottom of it, which would be like around 151 level. So, considering there's only 56 seconds in this 15 minutes at the end of this day, I expect this is more or less where we finish, or there might be a tiny touch again up to 157.30, that sort of level. See how that goes. It's about opening and closing above 16150. That's what we'd like to see GME doing. At that point, it would have recaptured the 236 on this Fibonacci from the high of this downward sloping wedge that we've got. At which point you would think perhaps you could call that a low, and then you would look to what is bullish divergence, and you'd say hopefully we'll see the prices go up a little bit. It would only really be confirmed if we started making higher highs that this was bullish divergence, puts it being at the bottom of the trend, and then at that point on the 4 hour you'd see you had hugely bullishly divergent low there, hidden bullishly divergent, and you might take your Fibonacci from a different level there. If it was looking from these breakdowns, it would probably be slightly higher up, as prices finishing 157.65. Nice. So it may well be that you take this Fibonacci whenever I can grab it and say that, like, actually the breakdown level is from and around these places, and then at which point you're looking for prices to get above 170. And however you draw this Fibonacci, you know, the worst one really is like the lowest possible drop, saying that you like need to see prices in around 16150, and then the next place is 16230, and if that was slightly not as bad, it would be 16373. So recapturing all these levels on the way up will be, into some people, a 236. Depending on how they've been drawing their fibs and whatnot, where they think the relevant support and resistance is. If you do the top of it there, the 618 comes in at 197.36, so recapturing that little area during this week would be fantastic. Having closed at 157.65, it's a little bit down there, 215, 2% on the day, and as you can see, it's another red candle in a streak of red candles, and we're really looking for this to put in the bottom, but for various reasons I think it might have done so. As you can see in the 4 hour here, again you've got lower lows but on price action, but higher low in the RSI, so either that's hidden bullish if we turn around, or at the very least it gives us a little bit of a reason for some impetus to try upwards again. And as I say, these levels, while being important on the fibs, until you break them they're nothing, so you could think that it'd be easy. Path of least resistance would be at least a little bit of a flick around it to the top again. So that is that. And then if we're looking at AMC, well, let's work our way up from the close. 35.20 down $1.8, which is nearly 5% on the day. Oops. We'll have various ways of drawing resistance on this thing. Obviously we met it on that one, so we don't need that anymore. And breaking above that would be important for your head and shoulders idea, but like, you know, there's so many different ways of drawing it. As you can see, this line proved to be resistance. Previously it was support. You could obviously just draw this as a horizontal as well, it works just as well. Or it could be something like that with a dip below, you know, this level, and then again here, but this is reconfirmed with a touch up, so somebody's might be paying attention to that. Please have a mouse back, thanks. Might well be something more like this, and you're looking at what is perhaps a descending triangle, but it's on the right hand side of a potential inverted head and shoulders, so I suppose that would make it 50-50. It wouldn't, but like, I don't think it is a descending triangle. Also, there's other ways of drawing things, like you could draw at the edge of this, you could say maybe that's just a downward sloping channel. Or you could say perhaps it's a wedge as well, like if your bottom line was something like that, or like that as well. So let's see, let's draw this Fibonacci and take it right to this properly, to that low. Taking that off the chart there. To really take all of this crap off the chart. God. This is not any sort of a pattern or formation as distinguished by these lines, but it is where price action tends to be. Oh shit, my volume will be too loud. Quiet again, won't it? Sorry. So there's the volume. Turn that up again. Boom. Right, that should be slightly easier to hear me. Okay, so there's obviously lots of other lines you could draw on this. You know, that'd be a little bit more realistic, and you'd say like, oh, looks obvious. Well, not realistic, but in terms of like recognizable as a downward sloping channel. You know, you've got stuff on the go there, easy enough to define that. It's only got 2 touches on the bottom, but it's got a couple on the top. You know, you could theoretically you could move that to here and say there's been times where you've been outside of it, but generally speaking, most of the price action. Why is this so far away? Most of the price action has been within that sort of a channel too, so you know, there's different ways of drawing this out. Slip underneath it, touched it again here, inverted head and shoulders comes from that retest on this area, slipping around at this horizontal, then proving to be important. It still is, you know, regardless of what you're talking about in terms of diagonal lines. This is an important horizontal, $35. You'd like to hold it. Obviously you could test lower at 30, you don't particularly want that. Ideally you'd be opening and closing 4 hours above this 236 here, and 4 hour candle. Can see, let's see, what have we done here with day 4 hours up and above it. You got one open above it, that was positive, then a doji came back down, tested inside it again, but it's the lower side of this channel, fair enough, up again, lower high, and not divergent, reaccumulate, and above the oversold would be positive, but that's not positive. That close on that 4 hour being lower than the previous candle, you would have liked to have seen that to be at least even. But then there is bullish divergence to a degree, so if it does go up, if this is going up, then positive. But you'd have to see that as having moved up. Even then, it isn't really what you're looking for. Not as positive as you would have hoped. This down obviously is got a divergent second touch on it. Nope, not really on this timeline. No. And then up here, that wasn't very good. That was bad. That was bad. That was negative. This doesn't look as good as GME. This isn't me throwing shit, I'm just saying. ADX haven't flicked up there again as the DI negative flicked up as bad. I mean, even if you didn't get a turnaround on the DI positive, that's not great. So go back down and look at this again. There's quite obviously strengthening trend to the downside as your ADX, generally speaking, is a really strong area. I'm going to take that off for a second just to get a clearer look at this momentum across the board. Unless this goes a lot further, it's going to look fine, but I think it could potentially drop down now looking at that. Maybe 32 is where it goes next. That's a negative cross. That's weakening momentum. That's convergent on the lows. That doesn't look great. In terms of your RSI, you might have potential for it to turn around, but really it looks like it's just actually starting up for a slightly bigger dip. And then 1 hour, if you can see here, you've got positive. If you can turn around and go up again, that's positive, hidden bullishness, but you'd have to be in an uptrend. Your previous low is really over here. That's the real comparison point, and from there there's nothing but confirmation that stuff isn't that great over there. You've also got this Negative formation there. Feeling the centre line on the right hand side of that, as well as breaking below the 236, is not good. Having the momentum increase to the downside afterwards is again not good. It was obviously just all small time frames, small moves, but it may test its low again. 4 hour, yes. Just may have a bit left on the bottom there. It's getting different signals on that MACD. It's not necessarily telling you can. It's definitely not saying go short, but not that that would be the message anyway. What I'm trying to put across is it's not saying, that's not giving a sell signal. It's all wrong for that. But on the 30 minutes, that was back there. It did give one at $40. I also put in a crap. That's that crap formation showing up there. Feeling at the center line after a lower high on the RSI, and price action also feeling 236, not great. 4 hours where it also did that on daily, came in, and things still in a positive trend. You know, that's still positive, that move. That all looks good. Yeah, it is downward sloping, but it looks like a bull flag to me. Even, oops, pull that line we drew back across here and say, yeah, that is a bull flag with lower highs, higher lows, comes in at that sort of angle. All after this pole coming down to that far. How much of a move is that as it happens? Now we're here. So you can see, like, from this move up here, this flagpole, this whole move up from well, the whole move really from $2 up to the 70 sort of bucks. You've only come back and rested on that 236 once. A second test of that would be positive. That's another reason for it to come back down to $30 or so. If you can also do that and have higher RSI in the context of this uptrend, then go on again, that would be really positive. It seems like maybe this is like a couple of days behind GME. So I wonder what that means in terms of overall them moving together. But yes, please click the like button. So what I expect is that this may have to come in and try these lows again, or it'll go on up from here, which is fine, but it just doesn't look like it's doing that in the smaller term time frames. It looks like it's got a little bit more work to do. This 236 at $31 is important. 31 bucks. You could obviously wick below it. You've got this sort of 28 to 71 wick on this previous thing before here. You have closed that gap already, obviously. I don't think any of that's relevant right now. Yeah. If I was looking for an entry, it would be 31.12. That would be nice. No guarantee you'll get it, but also it's like the safest way to get the best possible entry price on that. That's what I would say this week. But when I say the best possible, I mean it's likely you get that. Not even over 50%. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're really desperate for the best possible entry and you don't want prices to go against you and be underwater for long, then you'd probably be safer picking that entry than right here. That's all I'm saying. So that's that. That's GME and AMC for Busy Apes. So thanks very much for that. I can now save that and make it a clip, or I could just go, or I could say hello to chat. How long's it been going on for? Let me check. It's not very long. 14 minutes, 17 seconds. Well, that's all the Busy Apes want to see. So I'll make this a clip and then I'll put it out and then I'll chat to chat anyway, or something, or I'll cut the chat out of it. That's not appropriate? Well, that's the end. That's the end of this thing for Busy Apes. And now I'm going to talk to chat and answer questions and see how everybody's doing. But if you're a Busy Ape and you're just tuning in for the TA, that's essentially what it is. You might get better entry prices on AMC this weekend when it comes to GME. You might have just had them, or it may again also come down to one. You know, I don't know, like, because you're not getting the same picture on the RSI and the MACD. You're seeing a different strength there. You know, it might be that this is already hit, like this has got reasons to go up already from here. So it may be that, like, that if you're looking for one between the two, this one looks likely better right now. but they both probably be fine in a couple of weeks' time. They both probably look good even entering here on either. Missed ya this afternoon. Cheers, mate. Yo, Daniel. Good to see you. Thanks, Daniel Groves. I was in the live chat of the Dilly Dallies video, and then I went off because my IP address came up on screen on the other one, and then hid the video and tried to edit it out, but YouTube's being a fanny, so it's hard to do that stuff at the minute. And in the meantime, I was like, better get the VPN up, better change everything, better get all this other stuff changed, so I was doing all that. Lip Drink. Hey, how we doing? Good, thanks. Good, everybody. How is everybody? Posture check, everybody. Posture check! I need a volunteer. Me, please. What was this? That was from Daniel. Thanks so much, Daniel. Cheers, mate. Everything here, 177 people. Yeah, I had to end the stream earlier. It was 509 people or 529 people or something at the time, which is well annoying because that was the most I'd had in like a month or over a month. I'm sure of it. So that was annoying. But safety first, and that. Gaston, I saw you earlier, but I didn't get this thing on it. I'm still so effing jacked, man. Yo, we're gonna be so jacked when price action does properly turn around. Space Monkey Super Chat $4.99 and Stephen Kimbler $9.99 before that, and Justin Hart and Cake Face subscribe. Well, thanks all you guys. Thanks for that. It was the end of the last stream. Tradespotting, how much Dali could a Dalai Lama, if a Dalai Lama Dalai Slayer thank you for going above and beyond when you purchase dark pool data to share with us best TA. Yo, yes, fuckers expensive. But that doesn't matter, whatever. Thank you, mate. Everybody who supports the channel and memberships and donations and all that, and to Patreon, if you want to support me on Patreon, it's patreon.com/tradespotting. Obviously put everything back into supporting the channel, obviously. And this one is tracks the details from block trades, sweep trades, split trades, anything across the alternative trading systems, as we'd call them, dark pools. And you can see there's not a huge amount of activity, and maybe I need to tweak the settings and want to show more things, but this shows, like, for example, this top one. So this is a put on AMC that went through. It was 591 shares at 237. 227? I can't see that properly. It's too small for anyone. I'm going to have to improve all these sizes. These things. Premium 227. Spot price at the time 35.84. Or is that? Where is it all? Can't see anything properly. Expiry. Yeah, and then they've got the expiry here. That's the 6th of the 8th. And then these even smaller things that you definitely can't see is the dates and times that things went through. Oh, I suppose it's got the titles at the top, so I don't really need to read that out. The strike price on that one was $36. So that was the bet against, right? The bet against was $36, and the expiry on this one is on the 6th of the 8th, so the 6th of August. $36 on AMC, and if you're on AMC, boom. I'm not on AMC. I know that I'm not. There they are, 45.20. So now we're already saying they're betting it's going to it's going to stay below $36 by that amount of time. Is that likely somebody taking that a trade because they think that the price is? I mean, you're not making much money on that, right? You see, that, like, even if you were to exercise it now, you'd have to be hoping the price goes down on AMC from now, and then be shedding that contract before it expires, because it's not going to stay there likely. And so it's not a particularly good move. It doesn't jump out as me as a normal trade. It was a bit stupid, really, if that was an option trade. I think that was crap. Maybe you were hedging the other side of a different trade, or maybe this is a market maker and they're offsetting a position that they've had taken somewhere else on the books, and so in which case that would make sense, that it's just a hedge against somebody thinking the price will go up, and then you'd be using this area, $36. You can say, well, there's an obviously increase in open interest at $36, and that will factor into your support and resistance when you're looking at expiration times and so on. And so you can add all these things together, and when you add all of this together with the TA, then it does help you, especially if you're using like volatility indicators on top of all this, then it does help you take certain types of trades and that, and swim with the big fish. So we've got some dark pool data. Also, it might be useful for tracking some other information about volume. You know, you don't really necessarily see everything down here, and if you want, what you do see down here, you can't define it as buys or sells or know much about it, despite what might happen with the price action at the time. There's no guarantee what's going on there, because for every transaction on either side, there's someone on either side, especially here on this market. There's always someone on the other side of the transaction taking the trade. And so you don't know, like for every buy there's a sell and whatnot, and in this real time aspect of this here, sometimes you don't see some of these things. So this is the dark pool, and if we're thinking like there might be price manipulation going on via these things, then we'd be able to get some picture of it perhaps from this sort of stuff. So we went ahead and got this thing, so now we've got this, and I don't know if it's showing up on the screen even when I move my mouse over there. Where is it? If I move my mouse here, does it show up? It doesn't seem to. That's so annoying. I was doing that whole time. Or maybe it does, but now I'm on a different app on top of it. I don't know anymore. Yeah, it does. Maybe. Anyway, right. So AMC and GME are on there. I also added, what else did we add earlier on? Metamaterials, yeah. And we can see Metamaterials, they had something themselves. Also, a put went through. Strike price $4. Spot at the time was 352, so that was out of the money. That's right, in the money call somebody took there. Perhaps that's trying to accumulate shares. Seems like a silly way of doing things. Looks like they're selling. So there's anyway. Sorry, yeah. So that's quite. How many is it anyway? So we see 548 at $1. I think that's the premium. That's not a particularly big trade, and it doesn't necessarily mean anything in particular, but it may just be somebody like, it's just not enough coming through on one thing, and we've not even got the metamaterials chart open, so whatever. Anyway, point being, you can see other ones here, and you can add different tickers to here, and I'll happily add anything you want, and then we'll get more information regularly, not about the same thing, but different things. And if you want that sort of stuff, or you think it would be helpful, or you're trading anything, you want me to put it on there, then I'll happily add those tickers. Any chance you can review FUV donated earlier? CD Burn Guy, I can review it for you. Of course I can, and you don't need to donate for me to do it necessarily, just to get me to see it. And I saw you that time because you used @ so no problem. And I see above, shout out to Aunt Bernadette. She has been an AMC holding ape since January. Proud of her. Wow, what nice family you've got, Sarah. Shout out Aunt Bernadette, how are you doing? Well, lovely name. How are you, Aunt Bernadette? Hi. And that's nice, Sarah, shouting out you. And Joe Maxwell at Tradespotting. Yes, Joe, what is it? What did you say, something above? Daniel Groves, finally someone familiar with the ancient enemy. Ancient enemy. Jimmy, how do you get the dark pool data? Oh, I bought it from flowalgo.com. Who are one service. There are others that I've looked into, and one that I've got, which I don't know if it's good or not, so I'm trying to get used to this one and then the other one, at which point I'll probably see if I can you know, I don't want to be giving free shout outs to all the different people that provide this stuff, because like you have to pay for I have to pay for their services, and I was hoping that if I was to be doing that, then they would give me some form of a discount, because if you want to get lots of them, it all adds up, and I want to get the best information for you, but I can't afford to do that if I have to pay full price for all of them. So I don't want to give them all shout outs until such times as they've given me some sort of negotiated rate, because of what will be the benefit that they'd get from me doing that, and until such times as that happens. So if you find, the truth is, if you find a good one, tell me about it, Joe, and I'll get it. And like most of these people take it from the Option Reporting Authority, so if you can look at those things and Google it and see like dark pool data and whatnot, and never, then I'll do it. And like when you add it all up, it gets quite expensive. Like, and if it's alternatives, it's better just getting a Bloomberg terminal and like showing all the access there, and like you guys can, I can have that up, and anything you want from that I can add. Like that it might end up being better value, because these things add up. Like they're expensive, some of these things. So yeah, so how does it help us see these things? Is well, they track orders across the different exchanges and they buy like information from them, and then they put it all into these different. I don't particularly appreciate the way they present it or their user interface, and that, not that it's bad. I just don't appreciate it. I'd rather just have the chart with the information, all these things put through on charts and like different representation of the numbers and whatnot on there. I think that'd be better. But hey, whatever. I'll take it as it comes. What was the other one? CD Burn asked me for FUV. Up 275 on the day. That's positive formation it's putting in there. It's had a negative cross, but prices tested it. The best cross failed. Prices above, came back, tested the 50 above, dropped down, 200, dropped down, tested 50, up again, lower high, but higher low. Also third touch of divergence, well, second 1-2 touches, prices above. This constitutes a test of the golden cross that comes in afterwards, and then likely prices go on again, and I'd say that's obviously a 236 recovery as well. It's up at the 0.5, it touched the 618, dropped down, 382 caught it as that was happening. That's very bullish. If this can open and close above 819 bucks, well, obviously above 20 bucks, but 19 would probably be quick and soon enough to take the trade. Definitely above 20. If it's opening and closing daily candles up above, it will probably be quite significant, a bit above. It might even go up to like 27, 28 in that close, but that's what you're looking for. Above 20 bucks and open and close on daily, maybe not even, right? You could take that on 4 hour if it was very, like, look at that's very bullish. That's confluent, that's very bullish there. You've also got your golden cross on the 4 hour and daily, like pretty neat. See how this goes. I might just track the 50 up again. Which is going to start pointing up soon. So this looks alright, CD Bungai. This looks quite good actually. That recovery of the 236 was very strong, straight to the 50. Once, twice, 3, 4, now you're above it, probably resting on it. 1653. Yeah, I mean it could well drop lower and see how that would go. Might be some sort of, what would we call that? Does this an upper sloping channel? Put in a higher high, you want to see it getting above there. It's this previous high, and it goes what actually across to the left says nah. It may well be that it tests this sort of area, and let's take that to the body, see if that looks better. Yep, that's something like that, probably that does test 15 something. And maybe you can get on a 50 period again, somewhere around 1550, maybe about down to 1510, something like that. Might get that if it's still bullish, and then it goes on. You'd be laughing, but of course, like in terms of safe entries, 200 period on the 4 hour, it's not bad if you're definitely bullish on it. That's one way I think. It does look bullish to me rather than bearish, so I'd be looking at longs, and there's lots of reasons why, like you might want to enter around 15 bucks. 15 spot 15, that sort of thing. If it did pull back at 1680 at the minute, could capture this 1653, could be as low as I think as I say, and could go into 618 if it is really, really bullish. But we might like a better trade, and that would be a better trade. And you might not get that, but then that's the way it goes. And then yeah, so that's what I think about that. Let's go back down smaller time frame and see what it's doing. Nah, let's go back up and look at RSI on higher time frames. That dip was boom. You want to get above this level definitively as well, so you don't start putting in some sort of topping formations on these time frames. You got a positive cross on the MACD coming up there. Perhaps it takes a while. Oh, let's see. It's happened. Okay. RSI reaccumulated above oversold. Going on again. That's positive. Let me just see this. I don't know. Maybe it's off, eh? Maybe it's off and it's trending. Still, it's nicer to get better entries, right? So like low 15s sounds good to me. If you don't get it, it might be because it's trending on up, in which case you could get it if it does do a break of those areas we're talking about earlier, like 4 hours opening closes above 1997. Maybe you take that, or maybe you're the sort of person who waits for $28. At that stage, you've lost a lot of the meat off your bone or the chocolate off your biscuit, or depending on if you're vegan. So it might as well be. Tradespotting. Where's Stunk Puppet? Swimming with the fat fishies? No, Stunk Puppet's right here. Aren't you, Stunk Puppet? Stunk Puppet, you can't come out when you're hollow and naked. But Stunk Puppet, it's my hand in disguise. What? Not your hand. So there's Stunk Puppet. Say hello, Stunk Puppet. Hello, fannies. Don't be rude now. So that's Stunk Puppet. That's all you're getting for today. I feel like I've got something in my eye. Did I answer a question? It was FUV, and I answered it there. There might be a good entry. It looks bullish. It's at the low there. Let's see it on a longer time frame and see what's going on with this thing. That's not been around for very long. It's only just got 200 on the weekly. Really? Aye, but it's enough to know that it's bullish. Look at that. Higher highs, higher lows. Keep on going. It's just the start of something probably that's doing well. You're doing well, Akimoto Consumer Durables and Motor Vehicles Company. You're doing alright. This looks like a trending type of thing, eh? Going through it there and seeing that other stuff. What about this? And this is just trending up, eh? This is great. That's the sort of thing, you just get the fuck out of its way. You look for good entries and you get the fuck out of its way. Don't see any problems with it. That there was 1, 2, 3 touches of divergence, and you only came down to what? You only came down to where? Let's draw that in. See. After 3 touches of divergence at the very top of the thing. You didn't even come down to the 50% before you went back up again and captured 236 of all this little thing. Like, this is really bullish. This is very bullish. You're back above the 236 there. What's that at? 1564, 1564. There's loads of places to buy this, right? Loads of good places to buy this. It looks like it's trending. That was a very good recovery. I would like to see how it comes up here and performs. If it comes up, like that's at the minute, still looks good too. Even there, that looks like it's still got quite a bit to run on it. I don't know. This could be a good thing. This could be great. If you're already in it, CD burn guy, looks good to me, man. Plenty of places you get in below. Not bad actually. Not bad. Kind of like this. If you got that, I'd say that would be a very good entry. Just drop in this. I don't think this is going to happen, and this isn't something. That therefore isn't something I can bank on trading it myself. But if it did get back down to that 236, yeah. Alert me triggers differently from what you expect. Yeah, right. I just need the alert, thanks. Yeah, so I'd like to see what that does if it gets back there. Maybe I'd look at it myself. So cheers for that, CD1 guy. Cheers very much. And what else was we doing then? I think I've got something in my eye. And we had Stunk Puppet on. And I did the Dalai Lama stream clip of it. And I did the live stream earlier. Well, we did put in some effort today. That was good. I don't know how people are still buying what Charlie is selling. Whoop. Which Charlie are we talking about? It's Charlie, the first cat we ever had in our house was called Charlie, but he's dead, so you're probably not talking about him. Chris, it's easy to avoid. Same problem as most countries. What arseholes? They are everywhere. Suck is his own ticker. Yeah. Don't get any ideas. Stunk puppet should be let nowhere near the stock market to destroy it. It's my view. Is my view. Katie Kutcher, you missed a slight reverse MOAS. Oh my goodness, a reverse MOAS? That's scary. CD Burn Guy, thanks. You're so welcome, mate. You're always welcome. You're a super lovely guy, and you're 100% welcome. I'm super glad I was able to do that. Thank you very much. Scott Burger, Tradespotting at Charlie's Vids. Whoop de whoop whoop whoop. I don't really know much about Charlie's Vids. I've only seen a couple of his things, and no offense, right? I do mumble TA, so it's perfectly fine if he does. His type of talking is also like I can't people in glass houses and whatnot, so I'm not going to say anything there, and that's fine. He puts in the effort and whatnot, so that's admirable, and I respect that about him. But he's got toxic fans who like to go around slagging me off and saying that I'm sus, like repeatedly over and over again, like it's some sort of mantra, and he should tell him to fucking stop doing it because it's stupid, especially considering, like I say, glass houses and whatnot. Also then I saw a post he had put up saying that he'd taught, he strongly believed he had taught the apes more than anybody else on YouTube. And I thought that was amusing. That was an amusing comment. Tradespotting, could you have a look at ADMP, please? Adimp. Of course I can. I can of certainly canofness. Of course I canofness of certainlyness. Who asked for that? And what was it? I just read it and now I can't see it. Mr. Wynn, it's in the media that caused all the problems. What's that? Where is that sticker I just read somebody looked for? Charlie's video dude releases multiple vids per day on interpretations of filings and rules. Yes, he does all the time, every day. A lot of them are just rules that a lot of people just know, and they're not all that interesting. But it's like to somebody who's casting their eyes on them for the first time, they might seem that interesting. Tradespotting, shout out from the NI Apes. We are so many. Keep up the good work. That's the Northern Ireland Apes, surely not. Why is everything gone so small on my screen anyway, by the way? Whoops, that's the wrong one. I don't need that massive. Wow, that's so much better when that's like that. Was that? Jeez, everything's been the wrong shape and size. Alright. NI Apes. Good work. Bout ye. You are from Northern Ireland. What do you say? Phonetic duck. It's phonetic duck. Phonetic duck with an onomatopoeic quacks. Red day, every day. What if a YouTuber beef? Yo! YouTuber beef souls. Yeah, not really. There isn't any. It's just dead. So there's some people that are toxic in that. And like, if any of you are toxic in that, stop it! Alright, stop it. ADMP. Here we go. ADMP. Adamus. Adamus. Pharmaceutical Corporation. Well, that doesn't sound evil at all. One spot 1-1. Let's check it out. How come this is doing this as well? Right, okay. Above the 50, below the 200. I've seen it's had a def cross. Didn't work out too well. Stuck along below that for a long time since. Tested it once. Shite. Came down. Put in a healthy amount of divergence there. Went back up again. Its previous top, probably even on that. There, wick did gap. Filled that pretty quick. Hugely divergent again. New high. Higher low. Recovered to 50. That's positive. Above the center line to do that. Could go on again. What's it like in terms of the momentums? Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. That's very positive. Where did RSI go? It's on the same thing. Oh my god, I've done it again. Move to new pane above. Thank you. Thank you. Now get out of my way. Right. And yawn, yeah, this is what I was looking at. Caught my eye was this recovery fear. And it's also on the 50 period, and it's done. That's positive. That was also converging. That's good news. This is good. This has got a bit of go in it. Let's see that. That's a weekly. What's it look on the 3 day? That's continuation of that trend. You've had your golden cross. Price action at the time was very close to it, so you would have to go back and see what happened before it. Was there any previous tests? And there was 1, 2, 3, and you're up above, closed, tested it again, below, up above, and 50. So this looks like a positive golden cross on 3 day. That's significant. And 2 day, yep, followed through. Yeah, cause that, yeah, good. 1, 2, 3, that's good. $10, Chris Sweeney. Yours a bunch of bucky jits. 2 pints for you and Rocky. Thanks very much. You are a bucket. We are a bunch of bucky jits, aren't we? I haven't heard that in years and years. Cheers, Chris. Have I got this stupid alerts noise up and people will be upset with me again? Let me double check this. Yep, no I haven't. But my microphone, that's me, my microphone. That's me and my machine gun leg. Right. 2 day got similar, but what's that? There's your bullish divergence at the bottom of that as well. This is very, 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 this like got loads of people like tripping over themselves here, not to show their hand. People like this. Not as dramatic, but it's the same story. 4 hour. You did above the 50 there again. This is good. When the 50 and the 200 are in a positive posture, and now you've recovered above the 50 period, open and close the 4 hour above there, retested it on this one. This is good. This could open up and do well. I wonder what it's going to do post market. Let's drop down and see what it looks like on the hourly, mate. Yes, then you've got your cross coming through here back on the hourly as well. Test of that, yeah, maybe, likely it just goes no more than 107, and that'd be your entry if you could get it, and or maybe it doesn't actually. Let's double check this and see. Could get something better perhaps, because there is this from here where I've just dropped it, you know, to here. There is, like, as you can see, and this is where most of the price action has been recently. You went up here and you're below the 236, so that's not great. It could come down lower and you could undo this, test it again, check around, and it could maybe even come down there. But a dollar, or just underneath a dollar at 98 cents, and I'd take it at 97 too, and I'd see how I'd take it at 97, and that would be my cutoff. Maybe I'd have a stop like below 93. Nope, that's not enough. 92. In which case I'd only really want it at 97. That'd be my entry, 97. Stop at 92, and I'd be aiming for taking profit, and probably a touch at 105. Nah, fuck that, it's not enough. Yeah, well, a little bit actually. I would have to. That's not the point. And then up at 113, I probably wouldn't take this, but that would be what I'd look at if I was trading it. That'd be what I'd be looking for short term. But like I say, it's not going to get much from what. That's the hourly. It's up here. Is that enough? Is that enough? So like, this is it. There, 236. It's not below that. So if you don't get it below 108, maybe 108 is where it bounces. Like I'm saying, it's trending. Looks good, man. Looks good above 108. This thing looks real good above 108. That's what I'd say about it. Instead of just giving entries and exit and whatnot, that's important at that level. Yeah, that's important. And yes, it's important. And yes, it's important. And yes, it's important. And yes, it's important. So yeah, this is important. This 236 here is support and resistance horizontally, and it's at 108. That's good. Probably it's also lots of people back there. You've got the cross on the 1 hour coming in, on the 4 hour. It's good because significant. It's proven to work out. Look so far on the daily, same story, and then 2 day, 3 day, all the way up weekly. It looks like it's probably turned around. It looks like this is quite good. I like it. I like it at the minute. I mean, that's the context of this though. So let's see. Like actually, like last time doing this. Last time I'm potentially changing my mind. That's at 618, so that's why it would have bounced around there. So yeah, cool. Like, so once this recovers 146 on a 4 hour open and close, let's call it 149 because I like that number, 49. Right up above there. Yeah. you were looking for it to go up, and then you got another 100% move on the card. So this could go whoop and then whoop up up and make lots of money. So that's quite cool. So if you're in this, it looks a good one. The dark pool graphic is covering up the prices. Tradespotting. That's what they're like, eh? You see, that's what they intended. This is exactly what they intended, you know. Bastards, eh? Bastards. Nah. Even here on this stream now, when you're trying to just learn about stuff and like put in effort in that, and I'm here trying to teach you and all, even here away from everything, they're still doing it. They're still obscuring the prices. What are we supposed to do with these guys, eh? Awful. It's just awful. They're unbearable. Totally unbearable. Tell you, Ted. Cowboys. Aha! Tradespotting has revealed them again. Tradespotting FTCV if you get a chance. Well, I mean, I suppose I've got a chance. Grace Foundation. Tradespotting. I did not mean to hurt anyone or what or offend it or anyone. I'm so hurt and angry for being rejected like this. What? At my front door. I do not understand. I spent the last few months trying to help. Please forgive me. You're forgiven. What happened, Grace Foundation? You're forgiven. What happened? I don't know what happened. Here's a Tradespotting. Please let Rocky know and everyone in the Discord that I am so sorry and I meant no offense. I am sorry and take care of yourselves. Yo, DM me somewhere, Grace Foundation. Your apology is accepted. Don't be upset. I don't know what happened, but take this private on Twitter. DM, yeah, send me a Twitter. Oh, Mr. Win. Yo, how's it going? Yeah, just send me a DM on Twitter. I changed my Twitter name, as it happens, to _Tradespotting. It's to stop doxing myself. So, I think my front door's open. I'm going to check that it's not the robbers back. Yeah, just DM me on Twitter. Yo, robbers. No punks today. No punks today. Yo, tell me what happened to DMs and I'll see if I can sort it out what the problem is. But if you did the bad murder, I don't know if I can help you. I'm Alchemist in Discord. Yeah, I know you're Alchemist and you got kicked out. What did you do? I'm so sorry, I'm so hurt. Don't be hurt. It's alright. Don't worry. Nobody wants to see you hurt. Sorry about everything. That is all. Well, you're sorry then I'm sure you're forgiven. I'm sure you are. Well, anyway, I've gone on about this too long. Nobody else is interested, despite how much it matters to you. And I'll try and sort it out, so DM me. I'm _Tradespotting. Yo, what is the next one someone wanted me to look at? Don't be upset or hurt, yo. We're all still here. No one's going anywhere, and I've got a lot of love for you, and you are a nice guy. So just pull yourself together, for goodness sake. Sorry about everything. That is all. Shut up already! Doxing himself, giving away his IP address. What's next? I know. What is next? I know. I can't help it. D. Harker, thanks for the tea on ADMP, a fanny. You're welcome. I'm a fanny magnet, D. Harker. I'm your resident fanny magnet. Dling long, why donating? Cause you love me? Thanks. I offended Discord. Well, there you go. You shouldn't have done that. That was it. Or you're, well, my goodness, you know. Oh, you learned that. Oh, you see the back of his hand, did you? I don't know what's up, but I'll drop it. It's my fault. It was your fault. Well, Discord is a very nice guy, so I imagine I hope that it is all fixable. Tradespotting. If it's a worry about doxing, that might want to change your about page. Still has your old Twitter handle on it. Damn, no! I can never escape, and you guys all know who I am too. Oh no! Hey, you didn't offend me. You broke the no process. Sophie, I spent 3 hours with you last and Scarborough. Jamie, you cracked me up. Is it too late now to say sorry? It's never too late to say sorry, but that doesn't necessarily fix the problems, unfortunately, out here in this adult world. It doesn't. And as much as I empathize with people who are hurt, I also have to the bit, you know, it's like, right? I mean, and this is not directed at anyone, certainly not you, Grace Foundation. It's just like, you know, you have to do the things that are best for the community, even if that isn't necessarily best for me, which I've had to do a number of times. So, like, I'd urge everybody to, think about being good to each other. That's the whole thing, really. Like everybody else, what you can do for other people, and what's what they want rather than what you want to do for them as well. So all those things go into it. Anyway, whatever, right? Like you're out here apologizing. Maybe that counts for something. You guys should meet up at Gamestop for a date. Yeah, you guys should get a room. Tradespotting. Joking. I love you, Discord, or whoever is everybody is involved in that. It seems Corey B. Everyone seems to be involved from the chats there. I see everybody's helping each other. Corey B. Tradespotting. Could you give your thoughts on Dick's spring goods? You want some dicks? You want some dicks in your eyes? And your eye holes. They're my eye holes, Dick. Yes. Dickies. Is this Dickies dicks? What are you talking about? Dick's spring goods. What are spring goods? Are they bouncy? Sporting goods. I've got my sporting goods. I don't know, I haven't been by Solly Sugars. That's had a nice move. What's that all about, mate? Well, we always know what's going on when we see these on the chart, don't we? We always expect to go in and see, that was between the 13th and 20th of March in 2020, wasn't it? And yes, it always is. That was a good one. Oh my goodness, I like that one. Where you come from, you fanny? Right. Yeah. It's done that a few times. It does like that, doesn't it? It's kind of like a... What sort of goods today? So that was funny. I mean, it also had divergence. Like that was... dunk. No, it didn't. That was fine. And then fucking hell. Also, that was a good obvious recovery too. And that tiny touch there. I mean, we're on the 2-day time frame and whatnot, so whatnot. But ding. Class B, I suppose. High or low there on the... That came in, that was really strong. Stayed within the oversold. Prices didn't drop below the horizontal. It created dead wick. I suppose they call it a touch of the 50 period. Probably even a touch right on 21 all this time. Let's just check what it's doing. Yeah, right on the 21 all the time. Bing, touch the 50 and it's on the 21 there. On 21 there, on 21, on the 21, on 21, on and on and on and on, and now it's divergent. 1, 2, 3 touches of it there. It's on the 2-day time frame. Didn't have it before. It was all positive. It was all positive before. All positive before. This time not positive. It's been divergent since 79 bucks. 79 bucks. It's been divergent. It's 25% up there. That's a lot. It's more actually. It's a lot to see it having done. I think Dick's Sporting Goods might be a good shorting opportunity because no one is playing physical sports anymore. It's all about video games. Yay! Fuck you, Dicks. We've fucking taken over. We've captured your whole market share. We're gonna lock our kids in the house. And goodbye, Dick's Sporting Goods. And goodbye the idea of exercise. We're going to do our exercise in VR from now on. And we're going to buy it at GameStop. So goodbye, Dick's Sporting Goods. Nobody likes your stuff anymore. We all sit at chairs and look at computers. And if your stuff's real, then that's crap because no one wants real stuff anymore. But aside from the funniness, it's oversold. It's divergent. It's divergent across many others. There's some... A touch of hidden bearishness and some bearish divergence on it. This 2-day, let's go down and look at some more actual stuff instead of being like tubes in out here and whatnot. Am I missing what people are saying in chat? I mean, I definitely am. I know I am. Maxwell, I think that was Maxwell. Daniel Groves, did Jamie's mic go out or did my Bluetooth die? Hello? Mic's still working, I think. I'm Not a Cat was in Galway a few weeks ago. Really nice spot. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. I think Americans should know more about Galway and that, and places like that in Ireland, because so many of them are that's where they come from, really. And that I think Ireland should be getting on that more. It's such a beautiful place. It should be fucking rammed with tourists. Chris Sweeney, nice. Thanks for the tip. What tip was this? You giving each other tips? Demo All-Stars, indeed. Yeah. Drew Maxwell, to the extent that they do their fishing and hunting areas might still be good, but a company named Gandar McQuentin has been engaging that area of their business, I think. What a brand name. Gandar McQuinton. Whoop whoop. Gaston, how are you doing, man? You must be flying. It was my Bluetooth. God damn it, eh? I know somebody that made a lot of money off Bluetooth. A lot of money off Bluetooth. Virtual reality to spectate sports GME arenas. Yeah, that's what Dick's Sporting Goods will be left selling, like the jeans that you wear when you're playing computer games. Gander Mountain is definitely the superior hunting goods store. Oh my goodness, this is something I've got absolutely zero idea about over here in Scotland, sitting in the middle of the city. No idea what that is. But it seems like you guys know what you're talking about. And I can tell you that it's divergent since it has been since $75 and it's likely to test that price again. What happens after there, I don't know. So maybe you take profit, maybe you put your stop. Or once you get there, you raise the stop or whatever. I'd say there's a gap to fill on this. It's like, it's a stick on. This will be filled soon, and I say soon. It's relative to like whatever. What was the start of this move there? 5th of March 2021 to August. So 4 months. So what's soon within that? A month, maybe a month and a half. Might be. Could happen in 5 seconds. That's not what I'm saying. But if it was that, then what would your maybe even like afterwards it goes on down here, then you meet your 200 period moving average at that stage. If it does take a month, that's where it'll be. And you'd also be touching these sort of 82 levels there. Where's this divergence? So it's at 75. So if it does go there quicker, it's going right down there, down at 75 bucks. And if it is a short opportunity, there's your profit taking targets in the short term. That's quite a big move, unless you're trying to short this to zero, right? Unless you're an evil hedge fund, in which case you're not going to fuck about these, right? You're looking for it to go to zero. And that's not happening, I don't think. Nah, this is a great chart of a great business. Doesn't matter who's taking their market share at the minute. I'm sure that they've got plenty of things they can do about it because it's only ever gone up. It's only ever gone up, and any times anyone's tried to take a chunk out of this, they fucking turn around and ate them. This is good. Like if there's people, I'd put faith in the people that are running this company over. If it's the same people that have always been doing it, then I'd say they know what they're doing. 1, 2, 3. There's nothing bearish about this. It's brilliant. It's just the end of it here has got a bit to come back, and so we'll see. And who knows, like the overall macro economy could change, in which case they'll have things like this happen to it, and that's totally understandable. But even when that happens, that's as low as it gets, because that's as low as the RSI's ever literally been, and the price is still miles away from it, like where it's ever been. 100% up there from its previous low, more or less, and now from that you've 10x. So yeah, it's normal. And then when you come back, you look at this and you say maybe on daily time frame, 200 period slope below it, where it would come in. There's your next drop down, 65 there. You got a short and you held it onto it all the way down to there. You'll both be crazy and rich, so well done. And that's the TA on Dicks in your face. In your face, in your face, fresh. Robinhood needs to be deleted from the SEC. It needs to be, and your boy needs to be put in jail probably. Blah blah blah, Bulgaria. Robinhood CEO needs to go to jail. There he is, Gaston. You and me should make a jail for this guy, eh? Like, get perfectly good ones on Amazon probably, and that we'll sort it out because it's a disgrace. Now you can't even say that on the internet. Now, what did I mean there? I was speaking metaphorically. He should be deleted. He should be deleted, and Robinhood should be put in jail. Have a look at the DEO to see where DKS revenues have really gone. What's DEO? What is the DEO? Is this a ticker, or am I being silly? Oh, Diageo. Their money's all gone to Diageo, is it? Yep. Diageo PLC. It's true. I tell you what, this is doing fucking awesome. A big fan of Diageo though. Well done. I also like the wars that they're having with Heineken's. Is it Heineken's they're having their one with? And like we all know, like it's like Michael Caine said, isn't it? Like I hate people. Two things I hate: one, people that are intolerant of people with different cultures, and the other one is Dutch people. So up here we've got a channel, and this is called the Stairway to Heaven. And if you invest in this thing, generally speaking, you make lots of money. And that's the long and the short of it, really. On the other thing, we're going an uptrend here, you're recovered below there, and people will say that this is bearishly divergent because it's higher and this is lower and whatnot, but this is still trending. Like, that's the weekly time frame. What's it look like on a more... I can make more of an assessment of, well, it's got huge divergence there, Jamie. It's got huge, it's huge there. It usually turns around at that part of the oversold too, so which is just once, twice, 3 times a lady. Ding 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 ding. It's at the top of where it might be for a while. No, it isn't, Jamie. It's got loads of fucking room there. Let's go down here. I don't care about the daily. Screw you, daily time frame. Just demanding. Dum 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 dum. Seen you already anyway from that other stuff. Right. That's positive. But then, you know. Bum 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 bum. I was doing this the other day, right? Stop that same song. Aye, that's not great. That's well done. Center line, boom. Oversold, boom. Positive cross, bump. Nobody asked for this, did they? There's a gap there. Weird gap. Wonder what this was. Weird. Who was this? What sort of market participant did this? Caused a gap, caused a new all-time high above a gap. Like, who did that? Who bought this out of hours to push it into new all-time highs? Like, who did that? Cause they did it like that, it's divergent until it goes much further. So it's likely that it fills that gap. That's just the way these things go. Like, it filled that gap, came up, don't open down. Go up, boom, open down, fill a gap, come back, or try and come back and fail the divergent second high. This thing might be trending up still. It looks like it's the sort of thing that's made people money. It's really very rarely cost anybody anything. Looks very much like a hold it and down the hatch kind of thing, doesn't it? Even since, like, wonder when that happened. Anyway, so it looks good. I like it. What does it look like on a back up on the daily now that I've decided to skip it? Ugh, rank. Oh, is it ever going to get there? You'd have to have some serious reasons that it doesn't have at the minute to get there. Quite easily get there, and there's so many reasons for it to stop and not even get to gap finished. This is the sort of thing that's going to likely keep on going. Trickle. Oops. This looks like to me like sort of thing that's likely going to keep on going. Probably. Although there's that. No, there's this. Yeah, so I don't know, like, it's also divergent in that area end. Yes, I don't know, right, this is probably not a buy right now. Sure, it could keep going, right, fair enough, fantastic, I love this stuff, so, well, maybe it does. It's good for you, apparently. But I'd be very weary of this dropping below 196.80. At that point, I'd be thinking 200 test and 200. Why is that? No one's asking about Diageo. Okay, so we'll speed it up. To keep an eye on this at 191. I'd be interested in seeing what happens around 191. after then, I'd look for it to see if it maybe fills gaps elsewhere. What all might keep an eye on it, continue anyway. And then I'd be looking at it on higher time frames, thinking there's a bargain in this. There's a bargain here somewhere. It's good for you. This stuff's good for you. What was everyone else asking? So many wrong things with tobacco and alcohol industry. True, but Guinness isn't one of them. People still drink Coors. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't actually know any people, so I can't tell you. Homebrew tastes better. Homebrew Guinness. You need to get it from the straight from the factory. Straight from the brewery into Dublin, man. What you talking about? John Arden, see you, John Barry. Isn't he in a lawsuit? He's in plenty. You're talking about Vlad, blah, 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 Bulgaria, and he's in plenty. Needed to posture check 100. Damn, I forgot about it. Anyway, I'm nearly finished, I think. So we've covered loads of things there. People asked for them, I did them. I saw a terrible Heineken video. The night belongs to the vaxxed was the theme. The night belongs to them. Heineken should shut up, shouldn't they? Robinhood are to be thanked for pulling a fast one on GME investors. They just made us more committed, resilient, and confident in our positions. Eventually, we'll be rewarded. Cato Baggins, my friend, Cato Baggins, you titan. They did. They just fucking pissed us all off. And it's like, people don't get it, eh? Like, we've been pissed off far too much for far too long. And now we're very angry and we're not going to take it anymore. Coors own Carling, Worthingtons, etc. They've taken over Old Trafford, Man United, and loads of other pubs in the UK. I think what you mean there is in England. There in England. Up here we don't do Carling. We do Tenants. Carling is like Tenants, but with like those little white floaty off bits. That's what that stuff's like. Carling's like Carling and Foster's are disgusting. And so Stella, but Carling and Foster, lol. Did Vad sell shares? Worthingtons is nice. Yeah, it's not bad. You're right. It's not bad. I don't like any beer though. I usually have either dark beer or mead. Mead. Talking about mead, that reminds me of Robin Hood. Aren't they a bunch of? Right, so I think everybody's happy there. We did the busy clip one, but and then it just went on for an hour 7 minutes. So people will be like, "Yo, I thought this for busy people." It's like, well, it's the first straight away. I opened it and went and did 14 minutes 7 seconds of TA on GME and AMC, and I kept it simple-ish. Tenants with the pictures on the side of the can back in the 90s. Yeah. Did you not also get like some sort of loyalty points crap with them back then? There was something really absurd about that. Say it, they are fannies. Oh my god, they're fannies. Yes, screw Foster's. You mead. I like Buckfast. Who doesn't? It's the ambrosia of the gods, isn't it, Chris? Buckfast, 8 cans of Buckfast, 8 cans of Budweiser and a half bottle of Ghost Lager. That was what I drank when I was going out on Saturday nights when I was 14, 15. It was epic. People that drink Foster's are fannies, you're telling me. Don't be drinking that Foster's, mate. It's disgusting. Splice honey mead jam. Oh, I got some honey mead actually in this farmer's market around the corner there not so long ago, and it was well good. I don't drink that much. Spiced honey mead rum. Whoop whoop. Well, I'm gonna go now and have a cup of tea. Buckfast reminds me of Special Brew. Oh, Special Brews, no. Special Brews is the Prius de la Resistance. That's for like this absolute luxe life. You can't be getting Special Brew unless you're living a luxe life. That stuff's like rocket fuel. Chris Sweeney, yeah, DD in the 90s. DD. Mad Dog 2020 in the 90s. Mad Dog 2020 in the 90s. And hooch. And then before all that wicked nonsense and that stuff, it's just ice pops, it's not booze. Well, anyway, whatever. 236. What am I talking about? Heineken belongs to the night, belongs to. It doesn't tell you it doesn't belong to Heineken. That stuff's gash. Right. Why am I talking about this stuff? Shouldn't be. 236. Why am I talking about Diageo at all? I'm not interested yet until it gets down. Till at least 191. Even then, still pay a little bit more attention, but it's not a day trader thing anyway, for sure. I'm not going to start going through everything like I am. I'm going to go do that game to got Tad. Go have a cup of tea and then prepare stuff for tomorrow's stream and start learning more about these different dark pool places and what we can learn from them and whatnot. What else will I add to this? Anyone want to add other tickers to it? MVIS. Let's stick some more on that. I know people will like anyway, even though they're not saying it. MVIS. What else? What else do we want? BB. What else do we want? What do people want here? Sophie. What else? Come at me. Mad Dog Strawberry Banana. Exactly. What a classic mix. That is amazing. Mad Dog Strawberry Banana. Amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm gonna have to run it and get some Tradespotting. Just hitting every alcoholic keyword for the algos. Yeah, that's me. I'm like that. I'll get my channel fucked. I'm so smart. I know exactly how to handle this shit. Boom, to the moon. Neo. You want Neo on there? FTCV. I'll put Neo and FTCV on there, but I don't know how long it'll last. Glad you like dicks for us. Thanks, mate. Excuse me? Rocky. Vix. Oh, look, now you're all like, stick everything on this. Okay, Neo FTCV. So there we've got it, folks. As you can see, there's much more activity on there now. You've got lots of calls purchased in MVIS, Clove, Neo, Sophie, Neo, Blackberry's put, Neo call, Clove put, Neo call, AMC put, Sophie calls, Sophie calls, Sophie calls, Sophie calls, Sophie calls, Sophie calls. Oof, lots of interest there, eh? Well, on that bombshell, fresh. Thanks very much for tuning in. I appreciate you all very much. That stream that went earlier, I'm sorry I had to take it down because I had most people with you in forever and ages, and that was brilliant. And I appreciate you, and you are wonderful people. Thanks for all your support. Tune in tomorrow for Rocky, who will have this data as well. See, that's the advantage of having a brother, you know. And I'm sure if you've got a brother out there and he's got access to dark pool data and he's not giving it to you, he's a bastard. And you should tell him I said it too, because you should be getting access to all of these things, shouldn't you? And Rocky also have access to this sort of thing. I know he will, and he'll be looking at it tomorrow. And then you guys will all see it tomorrow, and you'll be able to say, what are all these calls coming through here mean? Look, there's a sweep order. Oh, they're all sweep orders. Oh, all those Sophie ones are sweep orders. Oh, that's very bullish. Oh, that's very bullish. How much are they for? That one's 112. That one's for 90. That one's for 64. That one's for 40, 67, 77, 67. Oh, there's a lot of sweep orders going through across every exchange. That means they're buying this stuff as much as they can get it on the dark pool. They're buying it at that price every exchange they can get their hands on instantly. And when they do that sort of thing, it's because they're expecting the price to go up. And although you could say, but these are longs, and isn't long short and short long if you're looking at it from a market maker's perspective, and sure, you're right, but this is an awful lot of longs, an awful lot. And where were the shorts? Presumably they're closing. These are either offsetting transactions that have come through on the exchange where everyone else is going short and market makers are hedging the position because it's absolutely screwed, or it looks like things are going up. Let's have a little quick look at Sophie before we end there and see what it might mean, because there's a lot of activity there. I know it's already on the chart. I'm not going to start doing that because then you'll delete my drawings. I know what you're like. Oh, and it's just turning around, is it? Is that? I see some bullish divergence. I see a lot of interest here. I see that this volume has picked up since this thing picked down. I see it's got more interest in it now than it's ever had. There's something up for Sophie, folks. Oh, there's something up for Sophie, folks. Oh, there certainly is. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Oh, folksies. Oh, folksies. What do we call this, folksies? This is a descending triangle, folksies. This is not. Why am I calling you that name? It's because I'm like talking to myself now. That's what it is. I should shut up. Really, I should shut up before I get any worse. This is a descending triangle. But that's not correct, is it, Jimmy? I mean, it's like that. It's pretty freaking obvious. It's like that. What's that? That's just a triangle. Like equal top, equal bottom. But it's come into it from this bullish move. It's only putting that high, lower, high, higher lows. Bullish divergence there. Covered of a center line. Center line as it does it capture the 50 period? No, bounce down 21 again. Yep, that's normal though. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Could easily come back a little bit. What would it come back a little bit? What would that mean? Is that also on the, you can really tell already, right? This is going to have just landed right on 236, isn't it? Yeah, boom, right on 236. In which case, still got another bit to go. Still see this trying up there again, and then breaking it, and then hitting the 200, and then being bullishly divergent on the top side, and then going up and hitting up at $20. This looks fucking awesome. And this stuff that we're looking at the dark pool, thank you very much for telling us your positions, institutional investors and market makers. That's awful lovely of you. Thanks very much. Sophie looks good bet to me. I'm quite happy with that. I think that's positive. Viewer and Sophie, good news. Good news, it seems to me, folks. Well, I love yous. Thanks again, Jamie. Have a great night. Thank you very much. Thank you, Katie Babes. Katie Ukacha, you legend. Phonetic duck, Jamie. It's phonetic duck. It's the onomatopoeic quack. Ha ha. What are we laughing at? Are we on an upward trend? We are, Richard. We're on an upward trend. You and I together are on an upward trend. We're helping each other on it. And when we get to the top, we're going to poo on everyone below. Katie Achacha, typos. I'm on my phone. Your typos are friendly and welcomed around here. Looks around to see if this is a real live stream. It's Salamander. Tradespotting. Do you think FTNT could run out of gas on this run around 328? Just curious, been holding since the IPO. Well, you just got in there before I was about to say bye-bye. That was very, very, very lucky. I was very, very lucky. You cheeky sod, you. Cheeky sod, you. You're a cheeky sod, mate. You know you did. You know you got in there on the cheeky sodness. It's up 5%. Look at this. It's firing me. Look at this. It's divergent as well. And it just really drew a touch of the 200. I know that's a big $70 away, but it's really, really fucking due. It's been divergent since it was $205, $210. Nah, that's not really. It's been divergent since it was 240. Let's see. It's already come back and tested that. Fuck, it's already done that. Look at the moves people get. See, you should ask me about this on the 29th of July, shouldn't you? Now you're coming and asking me now. Yeah, they've done the move. Obviously, it's done. Like, come on. 15% off that, easy. Did it all in no time at all. That's very bullish, that wick, and so it's done this, sure. But mate, I don't know. I really don't know mine. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's already hit the 1414. There's nothing left in this, mate. What were you looking for? Do you think it could run out of gas on this run at around 328? 328. It's already hit the 1414. It needs some consolidation. Previous support resistance can come back, and you'd look for. I'd look personally for a retest of around $276. At that point, it might be quite good. It could also come back down to there, but I wouldn't bet on it. That would be my stop loss, probably around there. Probably, if I was going long, that would be my stop. And it's still freaking huge, but this would be, you could manage it manually and just take it earlier if I didn't like it. That's what I'd probably do. Discretionary there. It's divergent on this top here. It's divergent. No, but yes and yes. Also back previous to here, yes. So that's not great, and now it's putting it in. I'd like to see, oh no, the hourly there, that's bearish. I mean, it's a bull flag, but those are some still something to go on it there. They're above oversold, accumulating above the EMA, not oversold really, not in any serious problems. Also not divergent, also looks good. You've got bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence. This does probably keep going, probably something does, like, I mean, I'd be pretty convinced I'd get an entry at 282.50, 60 or whatever, 282.60. That's the full extension of the move. It would take you up around there, where 324 to 320, like you were saying, or were you saying 328? What were you saying? Where's it gone? Do you think 328 to 300? 300. Let's see then. Yeah, sure. I mean, that all depends. That all depends on a number of factors. What was this? That's your volume. I don't need to see it like that. Thank you very much. What am I going to do there? It's obvious, it looks great. Mate, I think this has done most of its move, There's fuck all left in this. There's like, I don't see why it's going to get above where it is at the minute. Like the million, wouldn't a million years, a million lifetimes wouldn't take this long here. When you're thinking around it, I'd take it now. I'd wait till it bounces 21, maybe take it off that bounce. If it doesn't hold that, it's coming straight back to the 50,276, and then you're playing a shitty game with yourself when you could have just fucking got rid of it if you're holding it. I've been there, done that. I'd want to get rid of this thing. And I wouldn't be looking for like pennies off the trade either, especially if I'd held it anywhere from below. I don't know if you where you're. I mean, you say the way you say, like where it'd be exhausted, makes me think maybe you got in it at really cheap levels, or who knows, like back a few months ago or a few weeks ago at least, maybe. In which case, I'd be out of this thing. If it does get up there, I haven't put in this signal already. I don't know, like that's touched up there, oversold. So it's just caused itself problems with this weird ass move, and that. So even if it does do fine here, it'd have to do really fucking good, really quickly, and hit 300. That's not even a real like. I mean, I think that the top of this move's likely already said it's going to be around 294, or else it's in. And I'd be taking this as I'd be looking for this to come back to at least 258. What is that? 257 spot 05. I'd be looking for at least that. Well, I mean, not at least. That's what I'd be looking for. I got in. If I was taking a short on it from above there, I'd probably actually look for an entry somewhere around 288 or just below that, and then where would my stop be? Take it at 286, and my stop would be 288, and that maybe manage it discretionally as well, and like see, wouldn't want to hold it for shit though. And then I'd be taking profits at all these green lines on the way down, and that if I did kept a little bit on there, and if it looked like absolutely crap at these levels, maybe I wouldn't take everything there, but otherwise I would, and probably likely I'd be out of that beforehand too. I don't know, if everything goes to shit, I can't see how everything would go to shit for this. I think it looks okay. And as a chart, it looks brilliant over time. So, I want access to the dark pool. Well, you got it. It's over there. There it is. You got your access. Invis. They going long. 741 shares. 859. Premium. Strike price $22. Expires 17th of September. 17th of September. That is a week after my birthday. Right, so I did that one and I see a different language in chat. Why can't I read this language? Well, because it's a computer language. Well, I don't know what that means. 44 lug hash, whatever it is. I don't know what it means. So I can't help you out. Have you or Rocky read Short Selling, Death Spiral Convertibles and the Profitability of Stock Manipulation by John O. Finnery from Fordham University? No, haven't read it. Fordham University. No, I haven't read it. Is it good? What's your review? And are you John D. Finnerty yourself? And no, you're not. But how is it going? And what's the book like? Did you enjoy it? Give me a review quickly before I disappear. Riley Gregg. Hi, Jamie. Hope you're doing well today. I am really good. Thanks, Riley. I'm really good, mate. I hope you're doing good too. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you've had a bearable or a good Monday. Gotta go to sleep. Thank you for your great tea and great company, Tradespotting. Thank you, Vic Vince. Sweet dreams. Have a nice night. See you there, Vic. Lovely, Vic Vince. See you in your dreams. Love you, Vic. But Richard, my birthday is September 22nd. I only want MOAS attendees. Ha! Your birthday is 11 days after mine. That's not as good. Mr. Eric, I'm sorry. I am going to go to leave now. There's a fanny in a car with a cherry bomb. Mr. Maybe you're meaning Mr. Yes, sir. I can boogie, but I need a certain song. And did I have the power captain? Which I was. I think it's a mathematical model of what we are all here. Well, beautiful, beautiful people. This is a mathematical model of the beautiful folks at home. So, GME, it's the one true love. Everything else will let you down. The only thing you can rely on in life is GME. Fortunately, that's the state of society nowadays. Where is GME? Here we are. And there you got your moves. You got your moves. You got your moves. You got your moves. Let's see it, GME. Tune in tomorrow for Rocky's show from 2 till 3 BST. That's British Summer Time. And myself from 6 till 9 British Summer Time. And yes, this was for Busy Apes. And I know if you went on and you watched lots more of it, then you probably like my live stream, which was on slightly before that. No, I can't show it because I have to edit it and stuff first, so nobody can see it yet. And it was good. It had loads of good messages in it, I think. I don't know. But I saw a very good clip of it that was on YouTube earlier as I was getting this one ready and was going to go live and setting things up. I saw it and I watched it and I was like, that's excellent. And so Shane who makes them short bait buckets. Gotta love playing the game. What game? I'm in love with Jimmy. Schrödinger stock. If it's both bullish and bearish until observed. You don't look at it. MOAS is happening until if you don't look at it. Closes the fridge door on the MOAS and let it go off inside there. And exit strategy. What does that mean? Gotta go to sleep. Oh, it was Vic. Everybody's in love with GME. Same here. It's mine. No, it's mine. It's not yours, it's mine. I want it in an entirely selfish and possessive sense. Only joking, I want it for all of you too. And I also want to see it up at $230. Do I think it's going to happen this week? Do I think so? I don't know, man. I'm just saying that this looks like it would be a very good place for prices to turn around. And afterwards, people would say that was very good. Tradespotting, any options you're looking at for GME, or what is your strategy when it comes to options and GME? My strategy for options on GME is mostly don't do them. If I am doing them, it's nearly always a straddle or some form of it. Like do like a wee condor here and there on GME. It's really easy. and the open interest and the different strike prices, it's like simple. You can do it in your sleep. And then if it's not that, then it's a long call spread. And I've got some of them, and I've had some of them for a while, and they are far, far away, far away at various different strike prices, and they're all like as cheap as I could get them. And I'm quite happy to sit on them for a long time. And it's not where much of my money is. My GME position is like way like. It's in shares, all of it nearly, apart from the few option contracts I've got running there. Miles away, really. So that's that, and I've got most like, and well, it's like a long story, right? But you can unwind option positions to leave yourself in favourable positions too. You can do all sorts of things, and if you start off with a straddle, then that's a good way to do that. It also means that you can sometimes like get in a move, hold the shares and make money other way. Like, I mean, it's just like it's such a long question. Do a straddle or do a long call spread? Long call spreads are probably good, better now that we're at such I think it's a good place for it to turn around. And I'd be looking like, like if I was buying them today, which I didn't, I'd be looking like beyond October, November, December. Look at the interest, open interest. I don't know, right? I don't want to say things that lead people to take trades because it's really dangerous, and people shouldn't be trading options that haven't got experience. And if you want to look at like paper trading them, look at like a paper account or whatever it's called. What do they call it? Paper trade. When you like paper, you just get a fake, like a play account, and then trade them, and you'll see how quickly you can lose your money on them. GME, what do you think is the best indicator for GME to go up technically? Best indicator? Me? I'm the best indicator. Nah, there isn't a better one out there. There isn't. How do you think GME will split in stock 7-1? Do you think this will happen soon? I think that'd be fucking awesome. I really think that it'd be a really smart play for GME to keep the share price for the next considerable period of time in and around the same price as a computer game. I think that would be a very smart decision. Do I think stock splits are a good idea? Yeah. I think like there's different ways of doing them. If we could all like, if it happened without any of us getting a haircut, it would be best in the way Ryan Cohen. He's a stock operator. He operates correctly. I expect that would how it would go. It would go, and it would be super easy, and it would be super fantastic. To touch on the song from earlier, you can do it on Thinkorswim. Paper trading, yeah, great. We'll do that. Slip it in. Buy some like long call spreads. Slap them on from like November, December, January, February, March, April, and then look how quickly you can lose money. Polydog, lol, ha, Rick and Morty lips. You got it, Joe. You spotted it. It was there earlier. You saw it, didn't you? I talked about it briefly. It's there. There is. There's some there. There's some big fatty boom batty ones. Remember. GME, what do you think? That's me. Yeah, I am. And that's a serious answer. Like, I mean, you get a better one, great. I haven't seen a better one. And I use a combination of them to come up with an answer. I am a lightning rod for it. You can do it on Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim, roll those credits and get into your bed, sir. Thank you very much. Quick. Where are those credits? There was a quick one today, I think. But earlier on, they was brilliant. So maybe we get them from earlier too. That'd be so good if we could get them up. Can I see them? Roll your credits. Here the credits come. Super chats. Daniel Groves, Sarah Stanio, Chris Sweeney, D. Harker. Thank you so much. And although it's not there, earlier on I had a stream and chat was amazingly generous. Bad Mama Jama, incredible generosity. I swear, mate, I feel like I owe you like a car or something at this stage. Yous are all so generous and supporting me so much. And thanks everybody, all the members. Yous are brilliant. Supporting me, can get the dark pool data, and I can afford to try other things and see if that works and keep going and improving the stream, do everything, make it better. Thank you so much for your support. It means the world, and it's really helpful. So everybody, thank you. Members, Patreon members, people who do super chats, donations, anybody who helps me get on or doing anything on the channel. There's so many in so many different ways. Thank you so much. And I've changed my Twitter name. It's _Tradespotting, but I'm still King Jamie the First on Instagram. And like I was saying earlier,